This is in English. I would like to explain to you information here. This is to the people who are, I don't want to use the term conscience, but the people who do not understand what is Saudi Arabia and what is the thing there. I mean, look, Gulf state, Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Emirate, Oman. How come there is a royal family in Kuwait in a small piece called Kuwait, and a royal family in a small piece called Bahrain, piece of land, in a Qatar, Al Thani, and Al Nahyan, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Al Maktoum, Al Qasim, etc., and Sharq, Al Said, and it's called Oman, and there is a lot of explanation concerning Oman. Now, Oman is a little bit, there is a lot of darkness in Oman, but I don't want to talk about this. Let's focus on Saudi Arabia. Look how huge and big Saudi Arabia. And there is only one royal family. The infidels of darkness, infidels of our rise, those who are calling for unjust or fine with unjust, those who just fuck the ISMAELIAN. There is people, yes, let them be slaves. Saud House are doing what we want them to do. It's good that they are enslaved, the ISMAELIAN. Okay, these people, I curse them and I wish their destruction, and they will be destroyed. And I see their destruction. Either their individual, institutes, group, countries, government, and no mercy, no forgiveness. No even, they say, no dialogue with the terrorists, no dialogue with the less than germs. No negotiation with terrorists, no negotiation with the less than shit. But there is people who I just need to explain to them what's happening there before they become a creator of unjust, especially here in the West or other places. They are good people, atheist, good from inside, so-called Christian, open, they don't. If they would even fight the church, that would bring. They would say, "Stay in the church, and we will visit you. We are seculars." There is good people. We're human at the end. There is people of the book, fine. There is a wonderful anti-Zionist Jews calling themselves a wonderful people. I'm explaining to them. I'm explaining even to the world. Saud House was created by an external power. All Gulf state sheikhs were slaves to the English colonizing power and France. England, France, but English. There was conflict as well in Syria, Kuwait. But the other sheikhs in Saudi Arabia were with the Uthmanic Khilafah. They say it's an Islamic, like Ibn Rashid, for example, like Al-Sharif, but he changed. He announced himself Khalifa, like me, my ancestors. You will find a lot of slaves now. So when you look and you find a sister of mine working as model, and you say she's not the first to be raped, for example, or other sister, slaves, or it's an incident. It's terrible. Sometimes some of these princes do a terrible thing to their citizen. We understand. They shouldn't do this to his sister or family. Okay, but I'm not a normal citizen. If Saud House are gonna be unique and high class with other Gulf states royalty, I should be one. You don't understand how I'm gonna bring hellfire to you. You don't understand. In this dunya, in this life, literally, it will need time. I am a prince. I am a sheikh. I don't care. I'm explaining right now. I know it's suitable for you. It's suitable for your interest that I would be a slave. I'm not like other citizens. I don't care. Other citizens, some of them are enjoying the humiliation that I'm dealing with. So why do I need to show them respect? Some of them, look at the non-Ismailian in Kuwait. They are granted positions in Kuwait. Non-Ismailian, no roots, and they are beautiful and wonderful and insulting our identity. I don't need to give you example. Qatar, no root, but Al Thani put them in positions. Al Nahyan, Al Maktoum, put them in position. Al Said did no root, but you are in my kingdom. We're the royal family, we're the tribe. I put you in position. These people show respect to the tribes there, but they enjoy the humiliation of the other Ismailian in Saudi Arabia. Let's stop here. They don't insult each other. Now, Ibn Saud have intruders Look at the map. Where is Riyadh? Take Kuwait and surround it on Diriyah. Riyadh. It's almost the kingdom of bin Saud, if he's low life from Turkey, but, and this is not a shame, but low life, is considered in what's called Najd. Stay there, kingdom of Diriyah. Imara of Diriyah. But no, he was truly an agent. Look at the British archive. A betrayer. He had sex with his mother in Kuwait. Sarah, I understand that this is hard for you to believe, that this, right, King Abdulaziz and Gong, this person fuck his own mother. Modeling. I don't give a fuck. What if it is a lie, Tariq? Fuck you and fuck him. I shouldn't have a sister or work as a model. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I fuck you too. I'm a little bit in a desperate situation right now. You cannot understand it. Just let me continue. When I go and stay in Riyadh or other part of the way, these intruders who have no roots, who are surrounding Diriyah, they are provided with all authority. So rather than Ibn Rashid and Hayl having a kingdom, Ibn al-Figir having Imara or whatever, like Emirates for example, or Kuwait or whatever. No, this power was stolen, and Ibn Saud, it's huge, this power. It's almost like Ibn Saud is ruling Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, all Emirates 2 times. Again, Saudi Arabia is like Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, UAE twice, in Oman. Now, Oman is shit there. I don't want to talk about it because it's not complicated. Because if I start saying, I need to give additional explanation about Oman. I don't want to give additional explanation. It's easy in Emirate, easy in Qatar, Kuwait, Al Sabah, Bahrain, all part of ISMAELIAN, Al Khalifa, Al Khalifat, Qatar, Al Thani, Abu Dhabi, Al Nahyan, Dubai, Al Maktoum, etc. عجمان الشارقة راس الخيمة, exactly. This with Oman, this twice ruled by Ibn Saud. Like so if the English said to him, give him all authority and power and things, and he's using the religion at that time, Kuwait will be part of Saudi Arabia, Qatar will be part of Saudi Arabia, Bahrain would be part of Saudi Arabia, all Emirate would be part. But the English said, hey, take those who used to work normally with the Uthmanic Khilafah. They were Muslim, remember, Muslim. And we will deal with this and we will protect Kuwaitis, Qataris, Bahrainis, Emirati, we will protect them. Okay? So Ibn Saud is an agent there. He took everything. The oil camp, resources of the country, the holy, all tribes, leaders. I rule by Islam and Sharia law. Result, modeling. I'm not good in explaining. And I didn't need to lower my voice as well. Do you understand me? Decade after decade, after decade after decade. Those who have no root with him, granted power. وراو في there. The towns and around Diriyah. Money. It's a huge spiritual authority taken from all those rulers only to one family, Ibn Saud. Huge. So he needed to divide it. He didn't divide it with the tribes like me. No. He enslaved us with his non-root people. And he granted them. That's why you go, you find Al X, Al C. They are not royalty, not descended from sheikhs. They are not Ismailian living there in Najd. And they are rich. Now these people will not have a good relationship with the other monarchs in what's called Saudi Arabia. They will have a good relationship with Gulf states because they are granted authority. They will look like down to me. Fuck you, you lost it. They will look at me. They won't say, you lost it. Ibn Saud is the ruler with time. Not before 60 years, not before recently. Your daughters are the same. Now these people without root will always help the other people without root in other parts. I understand you will question what I'm saying. Go, find out. In Jeddah, they grant the people without root power. Not to mention the interference from outside. The so-called Shiite are loved by the West because the women do not like niqab and they like mixing and they don't give a fuck about religion. They just call themselves Shafi'is. And the so-called Shiite are helping America and Iraq. The so-called Shiite, they are more open. No terrorist attack, no reactions. All what happened before, we forget it after 11 September, the side job. Taliban is Sunnis, Qaeda is Sunni, Daesh. Well, the Shiite are a minority among the Sunnis. Those who call themselves Muslim, they're not Muslim. The women drive in Iran. There is synagogue, Satan synagogue in Iran, church in Iran, but in Saudi Arabia, no. This is an Islamic rule. These people are not Muslim and they're intruders. Hey. They help each other. That's why you find the most rich people in all Gulf states, after the royal families, people without root. No license, no education, nothing, no root. Association, partnership, capitalist, small type of dark imperialism. Consumers, اقتصاد ريعي, depending on oil, rubbish, sickness. There is rain, and the rain cover my voice. Their windows, they always open the windows because it's hot, so they cannot hear my voice. If there is no rain, I wouldn't even speak this way. Okay. Because I don't want to bother the other people. It's a little bit late. It's 2. Couldn't sleep. I explained it. Do you get the point? Good. Let's dance. Michael Jackson's song. You get the point? Good. Let's dance. Do good. So, with time, Tariq Sultan Saud Adil Muhammad, once he say anything, they want to execute him. They want to execute his existence. Do you think that I descended from a sheikh or a royalty, bloodline, whatever? I don't know. You use these terms. They call themselves royal families in Gulf states. Okay, like Model Khawla would think the way Mohra Al Maktoum think, the daughters of the Prince of Dubai. No. Is she gonna think the way Al Nahyan Abu Dhabi royal family? No. She will spit on me, Khawla. Fuck you and fuck your name. I mean, small. Other daughters, other sisters, others in all Saudi Arabia. There is stories that you don't know about. So you just don't involve yourself. Tariq is a hit. Let the women walk nude, worldwide. I don't give a fuck. Let them have sex outside the marriage. Fuck off. LGBT, whatever. I want my country. I want my territory. I want my respect. Okay, we are equal. No, we're not. أعراب شديد كفر الأنفاق بدو همج رعاة. Translated. شرابين بول البعير. وهابية متخلفين. It's insult after insult. And the other world, the external world, think that those people who are assaulting us from us did that. No, they are not. It's like me here coming and saying, fuck British people, but it's different. I mean, Britain fucked me. I mean, look at 11 September before and after establishing the so-called Israeli state, helping Ibn Saud. But imagine if I am a person coming from China. England did great with China. Did great. Look at my videos, the list, and you will understand. And he's saying, fuck English people. I am with CCB. Fuck you, British. I respect the British people. I respect the history here. Yeah, definitely. I respect the independence. I respect all of this. I respect the law itself. There is humanitarian values here, and there is respect, and there is social rules. There is honorable thing in this country, and in the West in general. Now imagine if I am coming and assaulting, and people think, oh, look at this British people. He's assaulting his own country. And other people encourage him for the wrong reason. You would start saying, British people, fuck off, you're a junk, return back. If you want to show respect to CCB, Communist Chinese Party, in China, why you're here? Don't lie about English people, something like this. I dealt with a lot of Chinese here who are in support to the CCP, with residents, with everything. I know. Yeah. Like Iranis, so-called Shiite Iranis, with residents. This is another matter. So-called Hindus. Hindu, and they are with the Indian government. And if there is any sort of war or something between India and their country, they will fight with India. Like the Japanese in the United States, immigrant country with Japan against America. There was some cases of Japanese in World War II who were against United States, and there was innocent people were attacked and or accused. There was people who are against the United. They wanted Japan to rule. Why you're? It's an immigrant country. It's colonizing here, but anyway. ما له علاقة. لا دقيقة واحدة. ما نفس الشيء. ما نفس الحاجة. خلاص. At first, you need to stop it. لا ما نفس الشيء. عليهم كلهم من العالمين. In mean of respect, I'm explaining to you. You understand me? So at the end, after all of this process of attacking us in the media, lying about us, in this monologue and other word putting its nose in criticizing South House for the wrong reason, intruders saying that they are from there and they want independence, we are Shiite, Bahrain, you are Kashmiris or Punjabis, with due my respect to the Asian people, you're Africans. Yeah, be a so-called Shiite there, you're from Iran. This is your DNA, this is your accent, this is your culture, this is your bloodline. Don't lie, you're not from the Ismailian territory, stop it. And people are helping them on our account for their favor. The interest of Iran, interest of other countries, those who call themselves Shafi'is and Hijaz. We are Shafi'is. Yeah, they are Najdi, come here and rule us. They are Najdi or not Manatiqiyya, it's the Ismailian territory, and you are not from Hijaz. Either you're African, you are the Tursh, Tresha, racist. Trash, not me. Why not? So before you, don't be like CIA, intelligent media, enjoying our enslaved or government. Well, I understand CIA, we're human at the end. No, if you are here in the West, I want to explain to you why making a sister of mine a model is not a normal case. Is a case of a creep humiliation, bringing in her here in England. They never test this humiliation, this royalty. They are dealt like if they are, A'udhu Billah, there is no God but Allah, but like if they are gods. SAUD House, look at the map again. This is rubbish, non-realistic borders. The Ismailian are screaming in vain. I have protected the interest of to a certain small level of Ismailian, so that they wouldn't prove that what I am saying is the truth. Yep. And I am proud of this small accomplishment, very small accomplishment, that the Ismailian will receive something, but still the horrible pain is there against our identity, humiliating us, neglecting our right to speak, not representing us. This is a horrible crime. SAUD House must fall down. They must fall, either today or tomorrow. This is a solution for, I understand, there is the dirty so-called Israeli state. There is the so-called Shiite, who are playing around in Iraq. Gog Magog, وجد ضلته بالروم. We understand, we are Muslims. End time, Satan century. End time synagogue, Satan synagogue. End time Satan synagogue. End time Satan century. This is the Satan century. Najd. And which is part of the Ismailian. But when you harm me this huge economically, financially, harm my identity, I should react. Humiliate the honor of the family, Al-Fajir and Al-Nizi, the tribe of Niza, humiliated like hell right now because of this dirty, creep royal family, sick by their males and females, these people who like to smell the farts of their servant, and rapist, and they like to be fucked, sick psychopath. With due my respect to all gays, whatever here in the West, based on your rules, because I respect the law that helped. Regardless, this is a big. They are sick, psycho perverts. Most of them, and they are rapists, and they shouldn't be a royal family. They shouldn't. Don't be like these people who would say, we know what this guy is saying. It's true. It's an occupation, but it's suitable for our interest. May Allah curse them, because it's our vein. May Allah destroy them. May Allah put them in a horrible position. And He can, and I can't. And I will never cross any sort of lines. Allahumma ameen. Don't be like these people worldwide. Just I'm explaining to you, when I am screaming, saying no, things need to be doing like that, don't believe he's against women rights. Minority, oh, he's a racist, fascist. Oh, he don't want the freedom of his sister. This girl is a bitch, like your mother and your daughter. If you aren't, regardless. Yeah, there's a whore. She's a whore. They created a whore to humiliate me. She shouldn't work as a model. She shouldn't be raped. She shouldn't come here and throw and spit at our identity and rules. But I don't blame her. She's a victim, 100%. Victim of rape and victim of ignorance that is imposed on us. I dealt with a terrible experience in Saudi Arabia. Terrible experience since my childhood. My brother Marwan as well, he was molested so many times. Not a true molestation, because he's from Al-Fajir, and there was a lot of fight, and I did a lot of stabbing from time to time. But regardless, it's not your business. Defending myself, taking the knife and putting it, it's not mine. And fights and things like that. Fuck you. Prove it. Because Al-Fajir, oh, let's humiliate them. A lot of things. And there was some respect here and there. In the school, in the high schools, especially my brother was a very beautiful young boy. Very beautiful, handsome, beautiful young boy. Oh yeah. Very. Yeah, it might be fat right now. We wasn't treated even the treatment that they are treated. And at the end, look what they did to me. The other sister's slave, they took Marwan and they tortured him in the jail. For no reason, he lost his penis and mind. Laugh. The other sister, this prince is saying, slave bitches. Why? Model Khawla, the same year I am running away, they brought her there. This is a tools of a government. A tools of a government that is a horrible dictatorship. A dictatorship would have a tools, agent. Saud house is exposed. Saud house is a creep, terrible house. There must be other state, but not like the so-called Shiite want, not like the Shafi'is, the Tursh trash. We are the princes or the houses of Ismaelian territory. Al-Saud should be whipped. They had their huge chance. Look what they did to us. I want to explain more, but I'm sure that there will be a chances that the video would be deleted. They are criminal, man. They are criminal. They are dirty. They are racist. They invade you. They don't want you to speak. This is them. They try to act that they are nice. They are not nice. All of them. Don't come and accuse Muhammad bin Salman, this shit. Son of Salaman. No. Since Abdullah, since Fahd, before Khalid, Faisal himself, Ibn Saud himself, hiding it, using the religion, taking some money. At the generation of my grandfather Saud, they took a lot of money, and the few people, and there was good economy, and they throw it at the time of Khalid, and there was some sort of revoltance. They looked and they found before Jayman, after Jayman, and they Jayman then announced it that they don't want, and then they used religion. Generation after generation, the real threat to Saud house is the Ismaelian. Not to mention the interference from outside. Human Rights Watch, the West. What about the Shiite rights? Hillary Clinton interfered. Obama interfered. The House of Parliament interfered. Biden himself, to this bitch, Hadru. She's not from the Ismaelian. You find out, African Asian. She's not from the tribes. These people are intruders. And if she belonged there, khalas, let Ibn Saud, Al-Saud have their own kingdom there, in the middle of the desert. We have our own. There is Ibn Rufada, there is Al-Aida, there is Fazir. I understand so many among them are slaves. And you will find faggots and bitches as well. I understand right now after these decades. This video is not for the government or the institute. No, I curse them and I want their destruction. Or the rich or the elite. No, it's for the common people. Before you look and say this is a racist, this is a fascist, No, think again. Why you don't want his sister to work as a model? Think again. There's a huge thing that I didn't explain, and if I explained, I will be even cursed more by my own family or the tribes. Even working for SAUD House, there is a cultural rules that we need to look into, and if we want to change it, it needs a perfect treatment, not this way. I have explained what I explained more than a decade, 2008 and 9, and they showed me a huge disrespect. I'm a tired man right now. I'm exhausted. It's not my home office case exhausted. I am exhausted, and you will be exhausted. You demon motherfuckers, piece of shit. These who are not Ismaelian, among them a lot, huge, big portion of racist, rich and racist, westernizing our nation on our account, calling for the change on our account, for their terrible dark favor and the favor of our enemy, starting with the West. Enemy, may you be all destroyed. This is for the common people. Think again. Understand SAUD House, understand Gulf States, and understand Middle East. And don't you accuse the victim of being a racist. I'm the victim of racial discrimination, not the other way around. I'm the one who's saying the truth. I'm the one who have the right to say what I'm saying. I'm the one who's defending myself by this accusation. I'm the one who's pushing dark away from myself. This is part of how I self-esteem and my family and my nation. My nation, the family, the nation, yeah. There is a lot of Muslim worldwide who will work against me. There's a lot of human people who would have no conscience, will work against, fuck them all. I say the truth A to Z. I'm not a liar. I'm not a racist. I'm not a fascist. I'm not against women's rights. You will find a few men who really care for women's rights. I'm absolutely, totally one of them, especially when it's come to the culture there. And the reactions, sequences. I'm a smart person. I'm not a fucking stupid bitch like you or a faggot. And they start with me. They're horrible. They bring pain to us. They bring pain to us. They bring pain to us. They bring pain. They want us in poverty. They want us in jails. They want us to look bad. And then they prostitute our daughters and girls, and they work for it. They don't give a fuck. They have no self-esteem. Saddam Hussein have a self-esteem, man. Saddam Hussein have a conscience, for God's sake. What the fuck? One of the reasons that he took himself to this is he said, I was a dictatorship. I was terrible to some few people. Didn't show them any mercy when they start fucking around with my national security or working with the enemy. I'm not gonna be like these agent slaves. He called them agents. No, if I am gonna be the big boss in Iraq, I'm not gonna be a slave out for people outside. And he always said, those who don't want to respect us, we won't respect them, even if they're powerful. Fuck the West, and fuck you, and fuck all these powers who have anything to do with the horrible pain that so many Ismailian are dealing with. And unfortunately, so many among them are ignorant, not educated enough to explain about it, or some of them just don't have the guts the way I have it. Oh yeah, and I'm a tired man now. Oh yeah, I'm tired. This decade is like 40 years or something. This last 20 years, it's like 40 years. I'm almost, if I'm 65, honestly, you think, if you question this, I wish the pain that would be imposed on you, but, and so many don't want to pay the price. I don't blame them. Fuck SAUD House. And fuck you too, if you have a scenario or working, and you or you have a position in any way, or you have anything to do with supporting those who want to take advantage wrongly after the fall of SAUD House, which will have eventually. They fall, we take our land, and you march out, you back off, or the graves wait for you. Doesn't happen. We want SAUD House to stay a little bit. We want the whole world to be in absolute pain. Back off and fuck off and march from our country. We have the right to say this, not others. Not English to Pakistanis or French to Algerians or Polish to Iraqis. No. Or Russian to Chechenis. I don't want to talk about India and China right now. Not Persian to Baluchis and Ahwazis, Kurds and Tehran. Or Persian Sunnis. Oh, fuck this world. Fuck this racist world.